Okay, so Bella's parents gave us this Ottoman thing, I think it's called that. It basically has this like benchy sort of feel on top, and then it has loads of storage on the inside, which is perfect. We really love it. Just doesn't fit our like style in here at the moment, and I think that Bella's dad who did this a little while ago. I guess step one is to take off the lid and tidy this up a little bit, ready for spray painting. Okay, so that's the base pretty much ready to be spray painted. So what I'm going to do now is just clean it with some warm soapy water, just so that the surface is just as clean as possible. And then I think I'm going to also just sand these little wooden feet. And then yeah, it's ready to spray paint. So I'm just going to look at the lid now. I'm going to take off the hinges. I'm going to take off the material and sort of see what's underneath. So I've been all the way around and taken out all of the staples and sort of removed all of this top layer. Super dusty on top, so definitely need to clean it. So that is good news. The little nails were a bit damaged in the process, but that is fine, which means that we're pretty much ready to spray paint now. So I'm going to just give both of these a good clean, so that there's a really good clean surface, give the spray paint as much chance as possible, and then yeah, then we'll go spray paint it. So I'll see you then. Okay, so Bella's just using some tweezers to get into these like really like into the nails where the material was in them. Super fiddly, thank you, Bella. And then I've cleaned this bottom bit here, and we have got ready like the spray paint. We've got a big old sheet to put down on the floor for when we spray painting. Okay, so like I said, neither of us have used spray paints before. Another good thing about the mask, so we can reuse them for this. This is the one that we have. It's just white, synthetic, high gloss. I'm gonna shake it and then we're just gonna go. I'm gonna start on the back, just in case it's really difficult. But I mean, we'll see. Okay, so I have been sorting out my material for the top. I had these pair of corduroy trousers from Bella's mum, and she said that I could use them as material for something. So I decided to use the material for this. So I cut it up. You can see the sew lines. I just cut it up, a bit of like a Frankenstein job. So I have this material. It's like fluffy. Realistically, the best thing to use would be wadding. or something similar, but we don't really have any of that. And what we did have, or what my mum had, thanks mum, was this material. So we're going to use that as the padding underneath. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to lay down the material face down, and then this wadding type material, which I cut out to the right size, I'm going to lay over the top. And then what I'm going to do is grab the top and lay it down on top. So you can see it on the floor here. We've got this bit face down, then we've got the wadding, and then this on top. What I'm going to do is start on this straight side, because that's going to be the most even. I'm just going to cut this straight along, and then to attach it, I'm just going to fold it under. Make sure that it's relatively tight, and then staple it on there like that. And I'm going to do that all the way along this edge. You can see these nails that were still there that we couldn't get out, so I'm just going to sort of try to avoid them. Okay, hey again, it's the next day. My staple gun that I was borrowing from my parents stopped working, and then the other one they gave me that was working ran out of staples, and I didn't have any more staples. So Bella's borrowing one from work, so thank you, Bella. So I am just gonna carry on doing the back, just like before. So it's up the other way now, so I've got the lid, the stuffing, and then I'm just gonna fold it under and go all the way along, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the back edge is done. I'm glad with everything I've done on this. I've started with the back side, just because that's not going to be in view, so it doesn't really matter if I just try some stuff out. So I've turned it over, and then I'm left with this stuff, obviously. I've just made sure that all of this is lying flat, because obviously once this is down, we won't be able to change that again. So I'm going to go around now, pulling it sort of taut, and then just cutting it to size. Because obviously we don't want to tuck all of this under. We don't want it to be so bulky. So I'm going to go around and just sort of gauge where it will need to be. So like that for this one. And then I'll come underneath and sort of take it up to sort of there-ish. Sort of doing it by eye, but you know, for a good reason. So I'm going to go around just the whole thing doing that. And then we can staple this front bit down, and then that's pretty much it. So we're really, really close. Really close to being finished. All of this side is done, so now it's just this side. I cut it around this bend. It's actually been fine. I thought that I might have to like gather it a bit to get it around the corner, but it isn't. And then I'll show you what I did on the corner on the other side. I wanted to do that side before I did it on camera because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. So I'm just going to finish up this, if I can find the staple gun, just coming from this side. I'm trying to keep the staples like the relatively similar distance apart, but I'm not being too fussy with it. And then afterwards, I just go in and bang them in a little bit more. Just makes it flush. It means that nothing's gonna get caught on it, and it looks nicer. So yeah. I'm pulling it sort of tight, but not really, really tight to distort it. Just tight enough that it sits flush, you know? Okay, I'm gonna bring you close to the corner. Oh, too close. I'm gonna start by just taking away loads of this bulk. It doesn't need to be there. And it's gonna make it much flatter and much neater. So I'm basically gonna fold up both the edges and sort of see how it fits in place. So then you get this piece of gathered here. So then all I'm gonna do is just bring it. So I'm gonna, again, like, see there's loads here, so I'm just gonna pull it down and tuck it up. Like this. And then just pull it to the side. And then staple in place there. Being really careful, because it's quite close to your fingers. I'm just going to put another one just to hold that piece of material. I think it's pretty much done. I'm just going to put the hinges back in and see how it looks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We have some really fun videos coming actually. But yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.